Hey guys, welcome back already. Episode 7. So still more stripping down of the inside of the car, and hopefully before the end of this upload that the whole car will be stripped on the interior. I'm getting close to doing the first stages of sending some bits to the powder coaters, so things are coming together quite nicely at the moment. I hope you enjoy this next upload. Right, that was a pain in the ass, but managed to get it out. Loads of fiddly bolts to get to. I have uncovered this here though, which is a bit of an area of concern. Let's see if we can see what we've got in here. I have a feeling that this could be rotten throughout. Yeah, that's a bit worrying. Again, something that's going to need some serious attention. But yeah, that's pretty bad. Okay, well, if it needs work, it needs work. Simple as that. If it needs cutting out and a whole new panel welded in, then so be it. I mean, I can repair it, pull it out, and then do all the work I can, and then get someone else to do it. But actually, that feels pretty solid there. It looks like it might just be surface, so let's hope that's the case. We'll find out more of this when we get it up on the spit. But anyway, yeah, she's out. As you can see, it's probably not quite as obvious on the camera, but it is pretty filthy. But I'm gonna give it a really good wash down now. We'll use the steam on it and start to see some colour and life come back into it. So yeah, let's have a go at that now. Okay, that's worked pretty well. Still a few marks on it. The steam's really lifted up the dirt there. So what I'll do, I'll take it in, just give it a hoover down, let it dry out, make sure it's dry inside and doors, and I'll get in. Also get the other one out, clean that one up and do exactly the same to it, and then get enlisted for sale, because as I said previously, I'd like to get a different seat for this. I'll probably just swap these or sell these two and use the money to buy one for now, and in the long run buy a second one. But as we're so far away at this moment, there's no real rush for it. But I will get these listed, so as I've said, if anybody wants them, just let me know. Driver's seat done. Still got some pretty bad marks on it, to be honest. I'll give it another hoover. Hopefully it'll come up all right. But I'm sure it's still going to be of use to someone. For now, let's get it back inside, and later on this evening I can give them a hoover and freshen them up a little bit and get them listed. pretty much there now. It's struggling to get this off because I need to hold the bolts from the other side at the same time. Same with that one there. I need to hold one of the bolts there in order to pull them cables out and remove the battery box. But it's pretty much stripped, and other than that area of concern, I can't see any other major issues other than, obviously, as previously mentioned, over here. But yeah, I think that's it for now. I'll catch you again soon. Okay, there's today's lunchtime little tweak. Just taking all the stickers off. Looking to be in good order actually. There doesn't seem to be any little dents on them at all. So what I'm planning on doing is, to make this build last, is I'm going to strip them all the way back to bare metal using nitro morse to remove all the old paint, the white coat and the blue coat which was underneath the original coat. And then I'm going to mask off and then etch primer them and make sure that all the holes in that are filled in correctly and make them look as smooth as possible. And then etch prime them and etch prime the inside, and then use a product called Wrapped 2K and actually mask off and do the insides of them black to give them really long-term protection. That'll stop any rust coming back on them, even though that these are aluminium, they won't rust, but you can see that this steel plate is beginning to rust. It will stop that rusting again in the future. And then, yeah, once they've been etch primed, then get them sent off to painting. But yeah, there we go. Just a little hour's work. Hi guys, so just a quick screen share here. Basically, Warren, the seller of the car, I've been speaking to him about a few bits and bobs along the way since I've started doing the tear down, and he's been giving me some great advice, etc. So that's been great. He's also found an OBP pedal pump box, as you can see there, which is fantastic. So he's going to get that posted out to me. So I'll look at getting that fitted. So yeah, initially, thanks to Warren for your help so far. And in addition to Warren obviously contacted me and has been helping out, which is great, I've spoken to a chap called Harry, and he is the person who originally did the conversion of the car, and he's been helping me as well, which has been great. So I appreciate that. Thanks for that, Harry. And he sent me a lot of photos of the car of when he first had it, and this is the car that he actually sadly crashed, and these are the parts that were on this car which were transformed over to the standard Puma shell. And it was at the same time that they had this cage fitted, and it's great to see the cage going in and it was fitted and installed correctly and properly. So it's great to have these photos. So again, thanks for that, Harry. As you can see there, that's the wing off the racing Puma. They've cut away the standard wing there and actually placed it over the top instead of keeping the original ones there. So I thought originally it would have the existing one there, but in fact it doesn't. So you can see that little join there at the top. You'll see where I mentioned there was a little bit of rust coming through, so I just need to address that. But as I said, it's great to receive these photos, and it's good to see what the car actually looked like when it's freshly painted. So I'm really looking forward to getting mine painted white again. You can also see the paint job he did on them at the time. So yeah, it's all great to see. You can see there, it's looking really good. So I'll hope to get it looking like that again one day. What else is there to mention? There's a photo of the limited slip diff there, and a few actual photos of it entering little competition. So yeah, again, thanks for that, Harry. That's very much appreciated. And just one last thing to mention: I believe he still works in the body shop now, and he's given me lots of advice on what the best course of action are to use on the car, etc. So again, I really appreciate that, Harry, and I'm looking forward to cracking on and really getting on with stripping the underside and using all of these suggested products he's pointed out. The other thing to mention as well is he has advised me on the let's see if we can have a quick look. Advised me on what the roof scoop was, the original one, so I can actually try and get a replacement for that, and it will obviously all still line up with the original holes, etc., which will be great. So yeah, I think that's about it for now, but yeah, thanks very much again, Harry, and thanks very much, Warren, and thanks to you both for your continued advice and support along the way.